Hello folks, this is a Black Weasel, and today is my it's One Piece chapter 797. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. Okay, here's a quick recap. Luffy and the other guys are hauling ass away from Fujitora and Sengoku, maybe Sengoku and Tishu. Sure, the Crane, but they're still on the scene at just Rose at the time. Maybe to go pick up some people or capture Sabo or Jesus Burgess. I'm not sure. Anyways, for the cover, it shows that the kids and the other Marines are celebrating that Smokey is back because he recovered. Um, he he recovered from his injuries with Doflamingo after a really quick one-sided fight. Now, since the Marines have surrounded them, they have to get out of Dressrosa quite quickly. And Zoro is telling Luffy that we're running out of time, and he wants them to finish up what he's doing and catch up. Since all those guys will be gathering at the eastern port, and Luffy says, "Got it." At the same time, Zoro still doesn't have his sense of direction quite set up yet. And Bartholomew says that's not the right direction because he's supposed to go towards east and he's going towards someplace else. At the same time, he's still cool nonetheless according to Bartholomew. Now we go back towards Just Rosa in a central street under the Navy tents. What I just said before was just a flashback. Now, Vasilano Bastille is saying that get as much information as you can there. He said the big wigs are heading towards there right now, so I'll be in charge. And he's asking where are the pirates right now. The big wigs are probably referred towards something else. I'm not sure yet. And everybody's hauling ass while Bartholomew is leading in charge in front of Frankie, Robin, Kanjuro, maybe Bellamy, I think, and Kinemon. And there's a big ass announcement saying that it's highly possible that the pirates are heading towards the eastern port. And somebody else says we should have unit stationed at every port as backup. And the same person says that give me the unit from the eastern port. Meanwhile, Abdullah and EDO are beating the shit out of the Marines before the Straw has escaped. And Jeet says, yeah, this is the eastern port unit, over. And Abdullah says, nothing wrong over here. Apparently they took the Denden Mushi and making a false report towards back the Marines. Meanwhile, the Marines are at the same time a little bit skeptical about what's happening. He said, the guy on the other eye of the line says, nothing wrong? That can't be. The pirates should be heading your way now. And then Gene says, oh, don't worry. We don't even need reinforcements. Really. Over. Bastille is really skeptical from the get-go. He says, damn it, soldier, state your Marine code and your name. And Abdullah realizes it's a trap. No. Abdullah realizes that they're onto him. And Bastille says, somebody's got to hold the eastern port. And he orders send some men over there. This isn't. By the way, I just realized that man recovered from his fight with Sabo. And at the same time, he's got a new mask. That's kind of weird. Now we go back towards Cavendish, Usopp, and Zoro running away from. And Cavendish says that go on ahead, the port's right there. And Usopp says thanks. And Cavendish is saying that don't be ridiculous. We're just giving back what we owe you. That being said, we probably owe you a lifetime. No, that's what Sai is saying. And there was a Marine announcement. Hold on. Alright, there's a Marine announcement said that the prisoners that were supposed to be in the castle have someone appeared east of the city. And the other Marines saying that, so you telling me the castle is empty now? Yep. The warriors are on the scene. The beheader, no, the executioner Solomon, Cavendish, Baby 5, the guy from the long leg tribe, I forgot his name. Shit. There's a giant, hard unit. Anyways, the scene goes back towards the flower hills in front of palace, and yeah, there's another announcement called "This is the palace front unit," and Luffy is yelling at Rebecca, "Where are you?" And he says, "Somebody else says the Straw Hat Luffy has arrived." And at the same time, another Marine says, "What the hell is he doing? Don't let him get away." And other Marine says, "Yes, sir." And Rebecca's still inside the palace while she's getting dressed. And she said that she hears something from outside. And she looks out the windows. She says, "Someone's calling me." And the Marine says, "Capture Straw Hat." And she says, "Lucy, I'm here." And somebody else says, "Lady Rebecca, you must have talked to pirates." And Luffy says, "There you are." And King Riku says, "Tank, could you get Rebecca Viola for me? We're going to town." And he says, "Yes." And Riku says, "I have to tell the people that the Riku family will rule once more." And Tank says, "Yes, right away. We've all waited so long for this day to come." And Luffy jumps up into the air, jumps up to the window really high, and yells out, "Rebecca!" And Rebecca says, "Lucy." And people are freaking out like, "It's a pirate, it's a pirate." And somebody else says, "He may be a pirate, but he saved this country." And somebody else says, "Still, he's a pirate, do something about him." And Rebecca keeps saying out Lucy. At the same time, maybe she doesn't know it. He's a true pirate. And Rebecca says, "Thank God, I want you to thank you for all you've done." And Rebecca says, "Shush, that's not what I came here for." And Luffy says, "You okay with that about the soldier?" And she asks, "Huh?" She says, "Huh?" And Luffy says, he won't show his face around you anymore. I think Rebecca thinks that the soldier is not her father, Kiros, but it's somebody else. And Rebecca says, "Lucy, I got the letter. It said that soldier son will try his very best to stay away from me. And pretend that we don't know each other." Now there's a flashback saying, "Now what's your problem? You're not even family." And Rebecca asks, "Why?" "Because of what I said." And she just yells out, "You're just a one-legged toy," in the flashback. And Rebecca starts crying, asking, "Does he not want to live with me anymore? Maybe he thinks I'm a bother." And Luffy says, "Don't know. You figure out yourself. I gotta leave this country already." And he asks, "So I only come to ask you this. Are you okay with that?" And she says, "No, of course not." And Luffy asks, "Then will you come?" And she says, "Yeah, I will." And Viola says, "Rebecca, Straw Hat, wait." And Rebecca asks, "Viola, son, I need a favor." And Luffy just jumps out the palace with Rebecca on him. And one of the Marines states out, "You're getting away." And somebody says, "Tank." No, somebody says, "King Riku," and he asks, "What's wrong?" And the guy says, "Lady Rebecca, she's been taken away by a pirate." And he says, "What?" And he asked which pirate was it. What did he look like? Was he from the Coliseum? And he said Straw Hat Luffy, Your Highness. And I think that ends right there. Whoa. And there's a big ass announcement. Some fat guy says Lady Rebecca has been kidnapped from the palace. And the culprit is Straw Hat Luffy. And somebody else says he must want ransom for her safe return. And somebody yells like, eh? What? And then Gats yells out, no way, Lucy, this is unheard of. But Gats still loves him because of the fact that he saved country from Doflamingo. And some people yells out, what the hell are you talking about, Gats? And somebody else, no, Vice Admiral Magnon says, you see, so much for trusting the pirates is because you let them stay in that, you let them stay that you're in this position. Ah! It's because you let them stay that you're in this position now. And now there's another declaration saying that capture Straw Hat Luffy as soon as possible and rescue Queen Rebecca. And the other Marines yell, yes sir. Meanwhile, there's no sight of Fujitora yet. On the irony, he can't see us, at the same time we can't see him. Now the snipers are taking post and aim well and fire. I think they got surprised by something. Now the soldiers have been knocked to the ground and have been attacked by something. And the soldiers have fallen. As the scene has been taking place from the Navy tents. Bastille is asking, is it a conqueror's hockey? Maybe Luffy is doing it. And somebody else says, no sir, they're still conquerors. And Bastille makes the report of, either way, move our remaining forces to the east side and stop them from escaping. And he said, make sure every soldier is there. And the other man said, yes sir. And Bastille yells out, capture Lucy, hell you will. And Luffy says, hell you will. And as Luffy is running away, Rebecca, he yells at Rebecca. And he says, I'll leave you behind the hill and lure them away. And he said, you're on your own after that. The whole country will be looking for you. And if they catch you, you'll be taken back to your palace. And she said, yeah, got it, thanks. And she said, thank you so much, Lucy. And he starts laughing, sure, don't mention it. And the other townspeople are starting to wise up. And they said, we gotta catch Lucy and save Lady Rebecca. Powers will always be powers. So much for thinking you're a hero. That's what some other people say. And other people saying, we'll never trust another pirate again. Meanwhile, the scene changes back to Kiros' house. He's putting some stuff into his bag. And he starts thinking to himself, like, he said that Scarlet, my work here is done. And I hope you'll forgive me for selfishly making you my accomplice. I just wanted Rebecca to be happy. After spending 10 years being chased around and spat on despite being of royal descent, she finally has the chance to be happy and proud of her identity. I too could no longer stay here. And somebody else appears in front of Kiros' door and house, and Kiros is surprised. And Rebecca beats Kiros. And she said, she yells out, stop lying, would you? And Kiros starts to realize, the letter, that wasn't a lie. I was a really bad man when I was younger. I was picking fights, and I never battled an eyelid when I killed a person regardless of the reason. And And he yells out, I'm no child of some random prince. And Rebecca yells out, I don't know of anyone like that. So what if you killed hundreds? And so what if your hands are soiled? You're still my father and my one and only. And Rebecca yells out and she starts crying, I'm curious, this child. And it gets a little bit sad from then on because she realizes everything that's happened. And Kira starts, he sheds a tear. And Rebecca yells out, stop with the lies. And there's another flashback saying that until the day your happy comes, I'll always be by your side. And Rebecca hugs her dad. And she yells, just be with me just like you promised, soldier son. And Kira just starts crying. Are you sure you want me as your father? And Rebecca... And this is like a great moment. And she says, yeah, let's live together. And Viola says that Rebecca won't be returning to her palace, father. And King Riku says, Viola, I see. And Viola says, yes, this is her wish. And Rebecca says, I'm sorry, Viola, son, but please be the next queen. And Viola says, it's the second time I've received such an odd request. And King Riku says, I see. I guess we really can't find the blood, huh? Now we go back towards the remains of Carter and the entrance to the eastern port. Now these rocks have been cut out by the strings. No, they got slashed by the strings. And the Marines are yelling out, where's Luffy? And one of the Marines yelled out, Trafalgar Law, God damn it all. Trafalgar Law's gone missing too. And other Marines are yelling out, what are two leaders doing right now, damn it? Bartholomew says that, well, there are things we could stop and things we couldn't, you know? And something appears onto the sea. And Fujitora is making his scene, and he's flying on a rock. And Bartholomew yells out, holy crap, Fujitora's here. Luffy sounded by, hurry up. And Luffy still is running. And that is the end of that. This wasn't like a short chapter in general. Now Rebecca is with Kiros, and everybody's happy. Now the scene changes towards Fujitora hauling ass from Luffy.